I am just a frustrated consumer. I had never worked in fashion, retail. I'd never even taken a business class. I grew up on a beach in Florida and wanted to wear this certain outfit that I hung in my closet, and everything showed underneath it. And as a woman, you know, I was like, your clothing is sort of the paint, and if you don't have the right canvas, it affects the painting. And so a lot of women that I knew struggled with, what do you really wear under these certain colors and these certain fabrics?
What was the event? What was the first event? I mean, do you remember that moment where you took the scissors and just, I mean, you could look at it as destruction, but I would look at it as construction.
Yeah, at the time I was selling fax machines door to door, which, can you imagine, for 7 years. So I graduated from college and I'd been doing that, and I actually set an intention for my life that was very, you know, I had this moment where I had a really bad day of selling fax machines. People kicked me out of the offices all the time. I always had my business cards ripped up in front of my face when I was cold calling. And I pulled off the side of the road this one day and I just said, I'm in the wrong movie. Like, call the director, call the producer. This is not my life. How did this happen? And I went home that night and I wrote in my journal, what am I good at? And the one good thing in my good column was sales. And I started asking, like, what is it about sales that you like, Sarah? And I realized I liked offering something to someone that either improved their life or that they needed. And I wrote, I want to invent a product that I can sell to millions of people that will make them feel good. And then I asked for an idea to come to me, and I waited 2 years. And so I only cut the feet out of my pantyhose one time to go to a party. I put it on under white pants with strappy, great heels, and it gave me a smooth look in my clothes, and you couldn't see any undergarments. And because I had set that intention and asked so specifically for my idea, I was ready. Like, anything that crossed my path, I was like, are you my idea? Like, maybe you're the idea I've asked for.
So first of all, do you still have that original pair, and do you still have the scissors?
I don't have the scissors, but I do have the pair of pants that inspired it all, and they're actually framed at the Spanx headquarters in Atlanta, Georgia. So they're on the wall next to also my lucky red backpack, which is framed because I started the company with a lucky red backpack. One of the very first accounts I ever called on was Neiman Marcus, and I didn't know how it all worked, but I called the local store in Atlanta, and they kind of laughed at me and said, Sarah, we have a buying office, and that's in Dallas. I said, okay, well, give me their number. And when I got the buyer on the phone, I said, I'm Sara. I've invented a product that's going to change the way your customers wear clothes, and if you give me 10 minutes of your time, I will fly there and show you. And she said, okay, I'll give you 10 minutes. I jumped on a plane. I went there, and right before I was going, all my friends said, you can't bring that red backpack. Like, you're going to the Neiman Marcus headquarters. This thing is dirty. It's dingy from college. I'm like, but it's good luck. They're like, Sarah, buy a Prada bag, return it the next day. Like, whatever you need to do, but you can't do it. And I went ahead and did it. So the red backpack was with me every step of the way, too, and that's framed at Spanx. And I really do believe it's lucky.